Welcome to our Community Corner Live Forum for June 2024. If you love to hear good news stories, what's happening positively in our communities, you are at the right place at the right time because we are going to be highlighting the incredible achievements of Effortville Primary School over there in Maypen, Clarendon. Effortville, to be specific, recognizing the unwavering community support that they have been getting and share their upcoming events. So let's meet our guests for this forum. All right, so let's help me welcome them on screen as I share with you our title for this episode. Of course, we're celebrating with Effortville all the awesome achievements that they have achieved this year. And we know this is just the beginning of great things, greater things to come. So let's welcome Vice Principal Kameika Clayton-Johnson.
Thank you for having me.
Joined by Antoinette Smith, Culture Club leader, as well as our other Culture Club leader over there in Effortville, Michelia Francis. I hope I didn't butcher your name.
No, you didn't. Thank you.
And it's rounded out by Alex Mitchell. If you are not new to the space, I'm sure you would remember Alex from the first engagement that we had with Effortville Primary in 2023. They are back and they're going to be sharing the awesome things that have been happening since they have graced the Sorrento Resource Connector live space. So Alex Mitchell is our performing arts teacher and culture agent for Effortville Primary, and they are going to be sharing some more as we progress. If you're new to this space, I am Winsome, and it is always a privilege to navigate these discussions in this space. So we have quite a bit as usual to get through. So let's dive right in. Starting with our Lady Johnson. All right, so let's look at the school's achievement in the JCDC competitions. Some remarkable success there in the recent JCDC competitions, Lady Johnson. Share with us some of the highlights and the awards the school has won.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for having me, Mrs. Witter. Our school, Effortville Primary, has been awarded over 20 medals at the recently held JCDC competitions. And I'll break that down for you. We got 4 merit awards, 4 bronze, 3 silver, and a whopping 15 gold medals.
Yay!
We are extremely proud of our teachers and especially our students that represented us so well.
I just love it. When I saw the highlights, I was just celebrating. It was as if I was a part of the family there directly at Effortville Primary School. So excited for the achievements. Oh my goodness, because I'm remembering now that video tribute that was done for Sorrento Resource Connector and how Principal Shirley would have shared that just by being included on Sorrento Resource Connector helped you to realize that you had a treasure that was worth showing to the world, and you have demonstrated that is in fact so. All right.
Yes.
So how has this let's hear some of the impact of these achievements. What has that done for the students and the overall school environment?
The achievement has allowed the children to be excited, walking with so much pride. We dub ourselves Little Edna, and we are excited about all of the things that this glorious, may I say, the medal hall that happen for us. We are very happy for that. The students are excited to be a part of the performing arts classes that we have. We have performing arts class every week, and that goes throughout from grade 1 to 6. And as we realize that performing art is what the children love, they love it. It's running through their blood. And because of the organization, teachers are actually, using performing arts, not only our performing arts teacher. So we are all literally performing arts teachers as well, because we are now using performing arts to help to deliver our content, because the children actually love it. And because they love it, they are learning so much better.
That is just so fantastic. All right. Do you have more students who want to actively participate in performing arts? Have you found that since?
Yes, we have seen that. And what we do at Effortville Primary, every year we host our very own elocution or speaking competition, where we unearth the talent of our students at Effortville Primary. And through elocution, we are able to find those hidden gems that we have at Effortville Primary. And these talents now are nurtured and then taken to the JCDC competitions, where we got our silver medals, and we are very, very happy about that.
I am super excited. So if you all see me grinning from ear to ear, because I'm just happy for the awesome thing that's happening at Effortville. Amazing. But I'm sure a lot of work went into the preparation. So let's
Definitely.
zone in, to go over to our performing arts teacher, culture agent, Sir Mitchell. Well, congratulations to you and the rest of the team who work directly with these young people,
Thank you
because
very
I
much.
mean, awesome job. Describe for us the preparation for these competitions. What challenges did you face and how you're able to overcome them? Share so that other schools who might want to be a part of this awesome thing that's happening at Effortville can get an idea how they can go about preparing their students.
Sure, no problem. Well, the process, I wouldn't call it a process some of the times, because sometimes I consider it really simple but flexible at the same time. You know, as culture agent and the culture leaders and the whole school, we try our best to present the material in such a way that it is easier to understand. And where the writing of the pieces is concerned, inspiration can come from anything. It is often said that art imitates life. So it could be a topic given to me by a student. It could be a line from a conversation I might be having with a student or with a fellow teacher or parent. And that is where the writing process begins. And then we include dramatic elements in our pieces. And importantly, we ask for suggestions from our students, because the students are the ones who are going to perform. So when I ask the students suggestions, how could we say this? How could we portray this particular scene? So one key element I always like to say to people is that you have to include the students in the process every step of the way. It's not a case where I say, okay, I'm going to write a play. All right, I'm going to go over there so I go practice. No. They are with me every step of the way. The writing, they are there. The rehearsals, they're there. So we try our best to include the students every step of the way. And also, Mrs. Johnson mentioned earlier the elocution exercise, which we have annually, which serves as an avenue to find new talent and also test out the pieces of a festival, as it were. And then we select the student who would say it really well. And of course, as you mentioned, there are challenges, of course. These are children, juniors, short attention span. So, especially with the lower school. So, we try our best to schedule the rehearsal in such a way that it is not too long. And even if it is, we try our best to always have the students be engaged. And also, the students might have an exam from time to time, and so performances and competition dates, they might clash with those dates. And so an understudy is usually prepared to fill that gap.
Wow, that is quite some coordinating taking place there. So you have to be great at coordinating and all of those things, making the plans just in case something happens. All right. So,
Right.
of all those many pieces that you got medals for, what's the most memorable moment or standout performance from the competition
Yes.
for you?
I have a lot, but I'll share. I will just mention two that really stand out in my mind. Um,
Okay.
the national performances, because we did go to nationals in speech, drama, and dance. And so the national performances, especially the drama, because it was mostly with the year six students. And when I see them on the school grounds, they always say to me, "Sir, we are excuse me, we are leaving school with a bang." And it always makes me feel good that they're leaving the school, you know, on this high note, and also especially a piece, a storytelling piece by a year five student. It was really good. The audience, they were at the edge of their seat, so attentive. They were so interested of how she was playing the different characters, and so those two for me, especially the grade six. The smile on their face when they heard that they won best junior experimental, and even before that, when they heard that they were going to the national finals, the smile on their face, it really was touching.
And that makes all the challenges so rewarding, right?
Right,
Because
I almost disappear.
indeed, because you're building some confident people going out there. All right. Amazing. Love it. All right. So we are going to shift gears a bit and zone in on spotlighting the institution in general, Effortville Primary. So, Lady Johnson, tell us a bit about the history
Yes.
and the mission of Effortville Primary School.
Okay. The Effortville Primary School was founded February 1, 1971, all of 53 years ago. So this year we celebrated our 53rd birthday. So we have been in existence for that long. We are located in a small community, just about 2 to 3 minutes outside of the town center of Maypen. And this community, as the name suggests, is Effortville. And the school has been around for that long. And we have had our ups and downs as all other institutions. And we are coming out as the beacon on the hill that we are now. Our mission is to create or to mold the holistic child. We want to create a child that is functional for society, and that is our mission going forward, using reading, SWP, BIS, and the performing arts to do this.
All right. Are there any other extracurricular activity and any special education that you focus on outside of those to help boost
Definitely.
student performance?
Sure.
Go ahead and share with us.
We have, for some of our extracurricular activities, we have our chess club or good news club, which is run by one of our community members. We have our Cub Scouts, Red Cross, 4-H, and of course, our culture club. And some of the academic clubs that we have is held each week. These are our subject clubs: science, art, math, reading, and citizenship. We also have a competition that we do on a yearly basis, our spelling competition. And the winners of the competition, we take them to the National Spelling Bee that is held in parish. And or last year, our students, we had 2 students who were in the top 10 of that spelling bee competition, and we are very proud of them. And this spelling bee that we have at school has been replicated by one of our very own schools in the QAC. So we think we have big things going on at Effortville, and we are very excited about all the things that we are offering to our students.
All right. You're thinking, well, I'm on the outside and I know you have some great things going on there at Effortville. So really
Yes.
excited for the programs and how you're using the performing arts. It's just so amazing. And I just trust that you're able to engage more with the students to help them to develop a sense of identity as they move forward. All right,
Yes.
so let's bring in our Culture Club leaders, Lady Antoinette Smith and Michelia Francis. Talk to us about the role of the Culture Club within the school. All right, so we're going to take it from the top. Lady Smith, share with us the role, and then Lady Francis, you're going to move into sharing with us some of the activities and programs organized by the Culture Club and how you engage with the students. So you're going to play tag team, starting with Lady Smith, and then Lady Francis, you're going to jump right in and share. Go ahead, Lady Smith. Let me unmute you.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. So, the role of the Culture Club in the school is that we give the students an opportunity to express themselves, and it helps to promote cultural awareness within the school as well for the students, as most of them would not have been or would not be exposed to their Jamaican culture. So, with the club, they come, we do various poems, and we have drama, and we do all of that with them, which helps to expose them more to their culture. And so it is the main source of awareness for them when it comes on to knowing their culture.
All right. And that is very important because we dedicate an entire forum for Culture Corner, and that is part of the reason we do that with partnering with the JCDC. And that's where Effortville Primary first made their debut in this space on Culture Corner, right? So
Yes.
we are solidifying that to say that yes, Culture Corner, yes, but outside of just the Culture Club, you're a very important part of the community as one of the community organizations. And we want to highlight that on Community Corner, which is what we're doing now. All right, so jump right in, Lady Francis, and share with us some of the specific activities or programs that you have been utilizing to engage.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. So we have a Heritage Day, Africa Day, Jamaica Day, and elocution that is done in the December of each year. Now, these activities celebrate various aspects of Jamaican culture, and we, utilize the various aspects such as food, dance, music, and the traditional clothing. So the students are engaged by dressing up. They do various performances and traditional dances. Now, with elocution, students showcase their skills and talents in Jamaican patois, or they recite Jamaican poetry. So this, as I said before, this is done every December, and each grade is given a specific piece to perform.
All right. And we're going to be sharing the link in the blog and some pictures so you can, the viewers, readers can see some of these things that you're talking about because I've seen some of the highlights from Jamaica Day and boy, they are a bunch of creatives. I can tell
Definitely.
you, right? So amazing. And we're going to be highlighting that. And pause now before we make the transition into recognizing community support because all of this would not be possible without the support from community. And we want to give recognition where recognition is due in this space. So let me thank our over 1,000 subscribers. If you weren't here last week to hear, thank you for over 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed, What are you waiting for? If you have found this discussion enlightening, engaging, inspiring so far, you ought to become a member of the Serenity Resource Connector family. We go live every Thursday, 8 p.m., looking at different aspects of development, culture, community, you name it. We have an entire lineup there on YouTube. If you're joining us on Facebook, any of the platforms, follow us there and stay connected. And our blog post goes live on Mondays, recapping what's discussed the Thursday before. So for those who prefer to read, you can go ahead and catch the highlights and be sure to share. All right, so let's switch gears a bit, recognizing our community supporters. Lady Johnson, how has the community supported Effortville Primary School over the years? Give us some specific examples of some of the community involvement as well.
All right. The community has really poured out a lot of support for Effortville Primary. As I mentioned earlier, one of our extracurricular activities that we have at Effortville is our Good News Club. And this is led by a community member who comes in every Wednesday to have a fellowship with students. The Good News Club, it's a Bible club, and just encouraging the students to stay connected with God. We have other donations that community members have given us, whether it is their time or donating various items. Earlier this year, donated charts to teachers to create that print-rich environment for the students. And we really appreciate the effort from our community members. Another community member recently also started a breakfast program for the students at Effortville Primary. And we are so elated to join with her, as we see, based on the evidence, that this has reaped a lot of success for us. The students are coming out earlier for school, they are more alert in class, and these partnership with community members have reaped success for us. Not only do we have our immediate community members, but we have our corporate community from Mapen that has really reached out and always supporting us, and we are very, very happy for that.
All right. All right, so let's hear some of the specific community involvement, and then if there are key community members or supporters that you'd want to recognize, this is where we're going to share some flowers, virtual flowers, to let them know how much we appreciate what they have done for the institution.
Definitely. We can always depend on our community support to assist us with the different programs that we offer. So Miss mentioned even elocution or spelling bee competitions. Whenever we want prizes or any form of donation, we can always count on these community members to give cash or kind to our students. Some of these persons and community members that I want to highlight today on this program is the James and Friends. They're always supporting us. Stoplight Wholesale, Young's Pharmacy, Gibson Petroleum, the Custos, the Teacher Store, and more, always supporting our teachers. The Councillor Kenneth Davis and the MP of Maypen, Mr. Bill Williams, and our favorite transporter to JCDC competitions in Maypen or in Kingston. Mr. Reed is always there to support one of our community members.
All right, quite an impressive list there. And I remember one clearly. I haven't heard you mention it. I think this is a big one. The peace, you have a peace tree that was set up at Effortville.
Yes, that was
Is it?
donated to us by Juicy Patties, one of our biggest biggest
We can't
community
leave out
supporter.
Juicy.
Can't leave out Juicy
Yes,
at all.
not
Yes.
at all. I
So
remember that one specifically.
yes, we had a wonderful ceremony, and they
Yeah.
came and they planted that peace pole for us, and a peace garden too. So we had lots of plants, and it's beautiful now. After the rains that we have had, it's now green and luscious.
All right. So we are looking forward to a recent photograph of that area for the blog. So we want to look out for that. Want to have that
Yes.
captured to share. All right. So let's move back over to Sir Mitchell. Share with us testimonials or stories of how community contributions have made a difference, especially for your baby, the performing arts.
Right. So the whole program or this movement of transforming in what we call, as Mrs. Johnson said, the mini or the little Edna. It's a process. It is a process. And having the community on board, excuse me, plays an integral part in the program success. We have seen where persons from the community and parents, they have donated items to be displayed, for the events such as Jamaica Day, Heritage Day. We see where parents are getting up early in the morning, they have to go to these performances outside of the parish, for example, with the JCDC. It's all the way in Clarendon, Kingston, sorry. And so we have to leave quite early from our parish to go there. But these parents make the sacrifice, and they are there when we are back to receive the students, and we are forever grateful for that. We talk about sponsorship. Mrs. Johnson mentioned the James and Friends. One one situation that is etched in my mind. It was the Mini Miss Jamaica pageant. Couldn't do it without the James and Friends Foundation. And also our custos, Mrs. Edith Chin, the custos for the parish of Clarendon, who has always been an avid supporter of our program. We can even go towards exposure. A person that comes to mind is Miss Douglas from the Office of the Custos, who actually gave us our first outside performance in the inauguration ceremony of the Justice of the Peace. And we can also talk about a lady who you might be familiar with, Mrs. Winsome Witter, has given us this wonderful platform to showcase our students, and to share this program to Jamaica and the world, and we're forever thankful.
All right. Yes. For those who have been a part of the Serenity Resource Connector family for some time, you should know by now that I love to share flowers, virtual flowers, give commendations, recognition. Recognition is due. And so that's what this segment was all about, recognizing those who have been supporting, because we cannot do it by ourselves. If we choose to do so, it will take much longer, and it will not be as effective as going with others on board. So thank you so much for that. So we are going to zone in now on the upcoming activities, events. We are nearing the close of the school year, and I'm sure you're all looking forward as educators to some well-deserved break from the rigors of academic and performing arts.
Definitely.
Right. So, Lady Johnson, share with us the list of upcoming events for the school and activities. Any summer school or when is registration? All of it leading up to December, because I doubt we're going to be having another segment for Effortville before then.
All right.
So here, right.
Okay. So our upcoming events, of course, we have our graduation coming up. That will be next week, Wednesday, June 26, 2024. And we are really looking forward to this graduation because of a very special item that will be on showcase. the regular graduation song and everybody sit down and listen to the graduation song. This year at Effortville, we decided to change that a little bit. And because of our love for performing arts, we have decided that our graduation song will be a combined speaking ensemble by our graduates. So we are really excited this on display because Mr. Mitchell, along with the teachers and students, have been working tremendously to get that item to be perfect or very close to perfect. So we are very, very happy about that. Summer school, we are awaiting some further instruction from the Ministry of Education before we send out any information in that regard. But as soon as that is released to us, we will inform our parents and stakeholders of summer school. As it relates to registration, we are currently registering for our new students. We have a few more spaces to go with all the exposure that we getting at Effortville. We have our students pouring in for the academic school year 2024 to 2025. So we are very happy for the students who are coming in, and the registration is still open. It's closing off soon because we're going on our well-deserved summer break, but we are still accepting students at Effortville Primary School. So for the new school academic term, which is 2024-2025, we are planning a lot of activities for our students. We usually have our elocution activities, we have our educational trips, and our recreational trip. And we are very excited about these activities. We also have our Heritage Day celebrations coming up in October. And of course, we can't close off the school year without having something that the children will love. And that's class party. So the students will be looking forward to that. And that's our upcoming activities for this school year.
Well, no, you have me wanting to be at that graduation.
You
Not
can't
just
miss
to
it.
see
You
the
can't miss it.
highlights, right? Because I was there last year and it was really amazing. So, with the confidence level turned all the way up,
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine what it is. Well, somewhat imagine what it is that you're coming with in terms of the excitement. Because I know, Lady Holmes Shirley,
Yes,
you're
she loves the
always
excitement.
yes. Oh yes, indeed. So right. So what are the future plans for competitions? Because I mean, after the tremendous achievements for 2024, I can imagine that you have already started thinking about what is to come for 2025 because you have to outdo 2024. Because so tell us a little
Definitely.
more about that, Lady Johnson.
Yes, I know Mr. Mitchell and his team, they are already working on pieces to put to the elocution. I know that he's working on a few more plays that we're going to be taking to national this year again and getting goals for that. So we're not going to miss out on any competitions. And we not only participate in JCDC competitions, Mr. Mitchell and his team always has their ears on the ground, listening out for performing arts competitions. And for this year, we actually entered two other competitions outside of JCDC, and we were very successful. Let me tell you about the World Bee Day Performing Arts Competition. Two of our students entered that competition, Nastavia Byfield and Kiana, and they were placed first in that competition. And we are very, very happy for them. Another competition that we entered was the This is Jamaica competition. And our little Courtney Ann, she was successful. She went as far as top 10. And so we are very, very happy for our students. They are always willing to participate in the different competitions that we find for them, to expose them and to give them a little bit more than JCDC. So we take them to other competitions and they are always doing well.
All right. Thank you for that. When I hear additional, my ears just perk up, because we love to share resources because it's a Sorrento Resource Connector. And so I'd love for you to share about a little more about those two competitions. So for the other schools that might be watching or reading the blog, to know how they can go about participating in those competitions as well. Because we're building, Mapen, Clarendon, Jamaica in general, okay?
All right, I'm going to hand the mic to my very able Mr. Mitchell, who will tell you more about these competitions because he was the one who actually found out that these competitions were available.
Awesome. Teamwork make the dream work. Go right ahead, Sir Mitchell.
Right. So those two programs, competitions that Mrs. Johnson mentioned. The This is Jamaica poetry competition, spearheaded by Mr. Peter Grace, I found out that it's a competition that is held annually, where a piece entitled "This is Jamaica" is said by various students of all ages, and they will receive a cash prize. So I saw it on the internet. I figured, hey, I know of a person who can do this, and that is where the process started. So it was supposed to be recorded via video, and it was supposed to be sent to the email. So once you get into contact with the team who spearheads the competition, then you just go right along, follow the guideline, and submit your video. The World Bee Day Expo, it's also from the internet, from Instagram. I saw Expo and it was really interesting. Never saw anything like it. It was talking about, preserving, our ecosystem where the bees and pollination and all of those things are concerned, but also in the, separate from the fact that they had an expo on that day, they had a performing arts competition that you have to create a piece about bee awareness and, about the ecosystem and all. And of course, I jumped right at it, wrote a piece. It was really sticky because the deadline was almost close, but the students were willing, and after much rehearsal, they got it. And as Mrs. Johnson said, they were placed first. They received prizes and trophies, and they were really excited. So I always look for those things, separate from the fact that we always enter JCDC. There are competitions that can give them more exposure, and also if there's a performance needed in the parish or even outside of the parish, I make myself available to prepare the students so that, as I said, they can get the exposure they deserve.
Thank you so much for sharing that. Deserve indeed, because as you were sharing, I'm remembering the performance at the ceremony to open
the opening of the new highway.
Not just the highway. There are several others that they've been to. The one with at the infirmary, where that shelter, that was opened earlier this year with the Minister of Local Government. And there are so many others. And they've also gone to other schools. I've been keeping tabs, I remember they went over to perform at one of the high schools. And I think that is really amazing, because sometimes you might figure that you have to look outside or just look to the usual. But I love the fact that you're thinking outside the box and looking for opportunities for them to continue to explore, get the exposure. I think that is very important. And I want to applaud you and others, and for the parents too, because I'm sure that the parents must be actively involved for the students. So I'm going to allow you, Sir Mitchell, to share any final thoughts that you want to leave, and commend your parents and caregivers that continue to make your job a little easier.
So first things first, I want to say to the viewers, subscribe rather to EPS TV if you want to keep in contact with us and all the activities, all the niceness, as it were, here at Effortville Primary, where you'll hear my voice as the narrator for each episode. I want to say thank you to the parents for their continuous support. I know of parents that they would call me and say, "Sir, what time that such and such should reach at rehearsal, or what time should they reach for the performance?" And they will prepare the lunches, they'll prepare everything. They'll even try to practice the piece with their child. They might not be so expressive, but they try to help them to learn the line, which makes my job way easier, and I am so grateful for that. The donations from our fellow stakeholders and the community at large, we really appreciate it. It could never be possible, the different events that we have over the school year rather. It could not be possible without you all. So really want to say thank you. And the only way is up. So let's continue to be a part of the process and have the students on the big stage at all times.
That's right, because the big stage is where they belong. They have owned it. All right, so let's roll on over to our Culture Club leaders. What upcoming events and projects Culture Club have up their sleeve, other than those that were mentioned? Any other events, projects that you're working on that you want to share with us? Lady Francis, you want to take this one?
All right. So the projects that we have upcoming is really next week we have our graduation ensemble for graduation where the students will be performing, and some of them are in the graduating class as well. So it will be a memorable moment for them to participate and perform one last time with their schoolmates and their friends. And we're also preparing for the new pieces that we have for next year's JCDC.
All right. Lady Smith, let's hear from you. How can students and the community members get involved in these activities going forward? Go ahead and share.
Okay, so going forward, the parents and the community members can help us by creating props, um, and just being there and giving the students the support that they need. A little encouragement goes a long way. I remember when we had Heritage Day, parents, we asked different grades to bring different things from back in the days and even now. And I remember a few of my grade one students, they carried what their grandparents used to use to play bat and ball back in the day. And we had so much fun playing with those same items. Um, so bringing props and just some encouragement, it goes a very, very long way with the students.
Love it. Bring the family back together. All right. Lady Kameika Clayton-Johnson, what final thoughts do you want to leave with us? Talk to your parents, your teachers, academic staff, and community in general. What's the message that you want to leave with us?
All right. I know my teachers are very tired. We have been working non-stop all year. And I want to tell you that this summer, ensure you get lots and lots of rest because we start it all over again come September morning. But I know they're all up for the task and up for the challenge because this is something that we love to do. Teaching is what we love to do. For my parents or constant support, sometimes a little hard to take, but they're always there to support us in whatever way that they can. We just want to say continue to support Effortville Primary, continue to support your child, and we are very, very grateful for our parents. We want to say a big thank you to our community members and corporate MAPEN. We want to say a big thank you for always supporting Effortville and the events that we have. I know there are many. I know the letters are coming in and on this, but you will answer our letters positively. I know you will, because we continually to support Effortville. And our Madam Principal always asks our students, what's within you? And the children will answer, there is greatness within me. And I just want to use this opportunity to let everyone know that there is greatness within Effortville. Just continue to support us.
Well said. Well said. We have a little more time. So if there's any burning thing that any of our culture leaders or agents want to share, you can do so. If not, we can wrap for this segment. It was really an awesome opportunity for you to have you here sharing the achievements, and the hope is that other institutions who might be looking on and seeing the great things that's happening at Effortville, they too will begin to believe that there's greatness within them, within their students, and that if they come together, just like Effortville family has come together, they too can make it on a bigger stage, and can empower, continue to inspire the students and the parents so that they can get even more involved in the activities. Because I'm sure that some of the parents who weren't so interested before, the fact that the students are doing so well, the school is doing so well, coming on Smile Jamaica and all those awesome stuff, they are super proud. And as you said, you don't have to go far to get the spaces filled at Effortville, because people love to be a part of good stuff. And Effortville is not just good stuff, but greatness. And so the people want to be a part of that. Yes. And so, right, what if nothing else I want the viewers to take from all of this is the fact that Effortville was at a place before where you might be at, thinking that you might not be ready for the big stage, but they stepped out, and just by stepping out, they realized that it's as if the universe conspired with them, and they just start receiving invitations after invitations for events that they didn't even dream of being at.
Yes, because the word speaks for it. The word speaks for yourself.
That's right.
And when you put out the work and persons looking on, say, wait, wonder if we can get everyone to come at our event. And so they just needed a chance, and it's like a domino effect after that. They just needed a chance, an opportunity to showcase that, hey, we love the performing arts, we love to express ourselves. And as you can see on EPS TV, please subscribe again. As you can see on EPS TV, the rest is history. So I always admire the spark, as it were, in their eyes. Like some persons that even myself, when I was in high school and we said, okay, start over, and we were there till 6-7 o'clock, I was like, go on, but their drive is, okay, let's go again. It's all right, sir, we're ready. And so the discipline that they have, in these competitions, rehearsals, and even the classes, it's really amazing. So we just hope we can continue with God's help and the community at large,
And discipline is a muscle. Once it's developed in one area, it carries over into the other areas of their life. And that is exactly what I am, just by facilitating these discussions, that's what I have discovered in terms of what the students have shared, what the teachers have shared, what the specialists from JCDC have shared as it relates to the results that they're getting out of performing arts. It's to developing these different disciplines in the students, and they've shared that it helps them in other areas of their academic life. And that is what we want to do, to help them to get bolder, more confident, so that they can take on academic life in general, in a way that's unique to them, based on the fact that they recognize who they are as individuals, that they're unique. Greatness lies within them, and greatness is coming from them. Let me thank you, Kameika Clayton-Johnson, Vice Principal, Effortville Primary School, our Culture Club leaders, Michelia Francis and Antoinette Smith, and our Performing Arts teacher, culture agent at Effortville Primary School, Alex Mitchell. The beacon on the hill it is.
Yes.
Shining bright.
Shining star.
And right. And before we leave, let's hear. Let's get them volume.
Shining stars, lighting the way through discipline. Education makes a difference. We remain beacons. We are beacons on the hill, Effortville. Shining stars, lighting the way through discipline. Education makes a difference. We remain beacons. We light the world. We rock the world. We light the world. We rock the world. The shining blue and yellow overcoming. Born to luscious green hills with woman-friendly hearts. Dedication and hard work must be the key to help in life and to achieve, to reach the top and accomplish our own goals. God's purpose fulfilled at Effortville. We remain beacons. We light the world. We rock the world. We light the world. We rock the world. The shining blue and yellow overcoming. Born to luscious green hills with woman-friendly hearts. Dedication and hard work must be the key to help in life and to achieve, to reach the top and accomplish our own goals. God's purpose fulfilled at Effortville. We remain beacons. We light the world. We rock the world. We light the world. We rock the world. The shining blue and yellow overcoming. Born to luscious green hills with woman-friendly hearts. We light the world. We rock the world. We light the world. We rock the world. The shining blue and yellow overcoming. Born to luscious green hills with woman-friendly hearts. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow.
And if you like that song, wait till you hear the graduation song that we have to preach for graduation.
No, I was here and I was picturing a Broadway production. So I'm looking forward to the graduation song. All right, thank you all so much again for those who are able to tune in live, for those who are watching the replay. Thank you so much for making it Community Corner here on the Serenity Resource Connector. Remember, if you're not yet a part of the Serenity Resource Connector family or the EPS family on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to both channels as we continue to inspire and empower. If you found this information inspiring, empowering, please pass it on so others can be inspired and empowered as well. God bless you all and have a great night.
We rock the world, the shining blue and yellow overcoming. Born to luscious green hills with woman friends.